that hosted by the state of Qatar. Beside of that mascot, there is a one fine dining restaurant. It's a Lebanese cuisine and it's called the Al Marjan Restaurants. And the trees that you can see around the Corniche area is called the date tree. Date is a fruit of a desert palm trees. It is a popular fruit in the Middle East and it is one of the few crops in the desert. And date palms have been described as a tree of life. And aside from the date palms, here in Qatar, you will find as well the sidra tree. Sidra tree is an iconic symbol of Qatar.
تقول
إنها فرحانة.
لك خير. كان عندنا في المغرب هذا كله كانوا مهارس.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you may look at in your left-hand side, then you can see the blue building with the glass materials. That building is called the World Trade Center of Qatar, also known as Qatar Petroleum Office, one of the oil company in the country. It has 55 floors high and it was completed on 2013. And the next tower, which has a bullet shape with a spike on the top with the metal materials, is one of the business offices in Doha. It's called the Doha Tower, standing of 232 meters tall, and it was completed on 2012. And the pyramid-shaped building that you can see on your right-hand side is the first international luxury hotel in the country. It's called the Doha Sheraton Hotel. Doha Sheraton Hotel was established in 1979, and the hotel has 371 rooms, 9 restaurants, and 26 conference rooms.
إنها تقول أنكم هنا.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are entering to the business district area. On this area, you will find some of the shopping malls, convention centers, residential towers, some of the government and business offices, and also the 5-star luxury hotels. Ladies and gentlemen, if you may look at in your left-hand side, then you can see the cylinder-shaped building with a photo of our Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. That tower is called the Tornado Tower. Tornado Tower has 52 floors high and it was completed on 2008. On the 28 floors, there's a one fine dining restaurant where you can watch the panoramic view in the city in the night. And inside the Tornado Tower, you can find the embassies of Turkey, Australia, and Canada. And the building on your left-hand side is one of the luxury shopping mall. It's called the Gate Mall. And on your right-hand side, that building is called the Doha Exhibitions Convention Center, one of the Qatar's leading exhibition center in the country, and it was completed in 2015. And the next building on your right-hand side is an example of the 5-star luxury hotel. It's called the Marriott Marquis Hotel. Ladies and gentlemen, Qatar is the world's richest country per capita and has the highest human development in the Arab world and has recognized as a high-income economy. Qatar has the lowest crime rate in the Middle East, and for several consecutive years, it has been rated as one of the safest countries in the world with a low number of violent incidents and little serious crime. The Nambeyo Crime Index, they rank Qatar as the first safest countries in the world. And the medical facilities in Qatar, available to the citizens, residents, and visitors are required to pay for the treatment for the government hospitals and the healthcare clinics. And the local nationals working in Qatar automatically receive the medical care, maternity coverage, child care, state pensions, and other kinds of the welfare benefits. While expats have access to all kinds of the medical facilities, but they are not eligible for any sorts of the social benefits. Ladies and gentlemen, the high walls that you can see on your right-hand side is one of the private property of the Emir and the royal family. When Princess Diana came here last 1986, she stayed at that palace. That's why the palace also known as a Princess Diana's Palace. And the ark that you can see ahead of us is one of the iconic landmarks in Qatar. It's called the Al Wada Arches, also known as a 5-6 ark. They call this a 5-6 ark because the ark was built on June 5, 2017. And before they built that ark, there's a one runabout on that area and they called us the Rainbow Runabout. The Alwada Arches is designed and inspired by the fishnet, which pays the tribute in Qatar history in the fishing industry. And the Alwada Arches is 148 meters long and 99 meters high. So ladies and gentlemen, as you notice that most of the places in Qatar are still under construction because of the preparation of the FIFA World Cup 2022. One of their projects is called the Doha Metro. Doha Metro is a rapid transit system and it is scheduled to be operational on the end of 2019. It will have 4 lines and approximately 300 kilometers long and 100 stations. It will be an integral component of Qatar Rail Network, which will include the long-distance rail for the passengers and for the freight. So linking Qatar to the GCC and the SAIL LRT, capable of reaching 100 km per hour, the Doha Metro will be the one of the fastest driverless trains in the world. And the traditional livestock in Qatar includes the goat, sheep, and camels. Since 2018, dairy cows are also being raised in Qatar as a part of the country's self-sufficiency drive. There are also numbers of farms that supplies the local stores and the farmers market, including the fruit, vegetable, meat, and poultry. And the women participate in many professional and vocational fields and achieve educational excellence in most specializations. Many important positions in the country are occupied by the Qatari women, and they're also allowed to drive. The role of the women in the modern era has been shaped by Her Highness Sheikha Muza bint Nasser, the mother of the Emir. And the foreigners will be granted the citizenship if they are legally resided in Qatar for 20 years if born in outside, 10 years if born in the country with a gaps not exceeding 6 months, no criminal record, and have enough knowledge in Arabic language. Even though Qatari law allows naturalizations of foreigners, Qatar rarely grants them the citizenship even if they have a Qatari mother.
أسكني ما كلهم كينين هذا لعبة باريس سان جيرمان كلهم كينين في قطر.
Ladies and gentlemen, the buildings that you can see on your right-hand side is an example of the 5-star luxury hotel. They have it here, the Intercontinental Doha Hotel, and the last building is called the St. Regis Hotel. Inside the St. Regis premises, you can see the statue of the oryx, which is the national animal of Qatar. It is also a symbol of Qatar Airways, the national airline in the country. The oryx herds can be seen in Al Shahaniya Nature Reserve and Al Maha Sanctuary, which is one of the largest home of the oryx herds in the country. And the animal has distinctive horns, ranging from 60 to 150 centimeter in length, and their light-colored coats reflect the desert heat, and they're able to go out without drinking the water up to 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have reached on our second stop, which is called the Katara Cultural Village. It is a place for the cultural show, locally and internationally. Katra in Arabic word is a drop of water. Katara Cultural Village was opened in the city on October 2010. It is hosted by Doha Tribeca Film Festival and Qatar Marine Festival. The Katara Cultural Village is an upscale venue for sharing and celebrating the cultural show from around the world. And this innovative is a cultural hub, is a place to challenge your intellect and indulge your senses. Here in Katara, you will find some of the art galleries, fine dining restaurants, shopping malls, an open amphitheater with a capacity of 5,000 seats, an expansive public beach with 1.7 kilometers long with the access of the water sports, and the newly opened planetarium. Ladies and gentlemen, if you may look at in your right-hand side, the mosque that you can see is called the Blue Mosque. It is one of the beautiful mosques in Qatar. It was designed by the Turkish designer Zainal Fadıl Uglu. And behind of that blue mosque, you can see the pigeon towers. Thousands of pigeons can live on the towers, and they are collecting the pigeon droppings, and they are using as a fertilizers. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to use the public toilet, there is a public toilet behind of that blue mosque, and you're also allowed to take the photos of the blue mosque from outside. We will stop here for 10 minutes. So the local time now is 10:30. Please come back here.